Hello beautiful people, it's Davina from the London Curls, and as you can see, London weather got to me and my hair frizzed out. So I'm going to show you how I went from frizzy to flawless waves using a few simple moisturising tricks and ingredients so you can just refresh your hair without having to rewash it or apply any heat. So this is how I went from frizzy to flawless in just a few easy steps. So, of course, this is where we start off. Rain happened, I live in London, it's to be expected. But before I do anything, I always apply something to really add slip to my hair. I never try and brush my hair or comb it without any product in it, even when my hair is straight or stretched out. So I applied a bit of coconut oil, as you can see. I smoothed it all over my hair and started to finger detangle. And then I started to separate my hair into the sections that I'm going to actually braid it in. So half of my hair tied up, as you can see, and then I can start on the section on the left. Now I use my daily moisturising leave-in treatment by Mahogany Naturals. It's a water-based leave-in treatment. You can use water, but I do like using this because it's full of really moisturising ingredients and it adds amazing shine. Then I applied the hair milk by Mahogany Naturals. Again, you can use a leave-in of your choice, but I preferred this one. It's like a really creamy texture. Now you can use a gel. The reason I'm using a leave-in is because I wanted my hair to be a soft texture. I didn't want it to revert completely back to being curly as well, because gels can do that. But also it means that my hair is a soft, wavy texture without being too stiff. Now after I'd applied it, I combed it through as you saw, and then I just started to braid it down right from the front. The reason I start from the front is because I want my hair to be really wavy right from the front of my face to frame my face. So you start with 3 sections, and then as you make your way down with the braid, you're just picking up a section of hair each and every time. It's really simple. It's just something that you need to practice. What you need to make sure you do is you pull the hair relatively tightly from the root, as you can see, because it's really quite frizzy. It's starting to revert back, so you want to make sure that it's quite tight so that you don't have any frizziness at the root. And then you just do that all the way down, as you can see, before moving on to the next section. Now the next section I chose to be right at the front of my hair, so I did 3 sections in total. The reason I did that is because, again, I wanted to frame my face, and so I applied my leave-in spray and then the hair milk, and I just did the exact same thing again, so making sure that it was completely coated. I started off by combing from the bottom to the top. This is really important. Never comb from the top to bottom because it can cause breakage. You want to make sure that you minimise the breakage that you cause to your hair by going for each of the knots as they come. So the knots at the bottom or the knots at the top, you don't want to drag all the way down to the bottom because it just makes bigger, more disgusting knots, and no one likes them. You can tell that I didn't particularly care about the partings, and that is because you're going to end up covering your hair. But before doing that, I sprayed each of the braids at the end. Now you can add a roller at this point if you want it to curl up at the end. I didn't, I just wanted it to be quite stretched, so I didn't apply a roller at all. And then I used bobby pins or slides just to slide it up and put it in place. Now after doing that, I simply applied some of the leave-in spray again all over, just to make sure that it's damp, not wet, damp. And then I used my silk scarf. Now I'm telling you, it's like magic. As soon as you apply a silk scarf over what is slightly damp hair, you are going to get silky results. So I really suggest you invest in a silk scarf. Now during the day, as you can see, a lot happened. I went out, I got my septum pierced. The link is up there, but as you can tell, I'm very happy. So I got home, I took my turban off, I then just redid my makeup, and I started to undo my hair. I didn't apply any new product, and as you can see, the frizz has completely disappeared. It's really shiny, it's really moisturised, and I absolutely love doing this. I always do this with my hair. When it is straightened, I always make sure that I do this, especially once it starts to get frizzy, because there's no point spending hours and hours straightening your hair and putting your hair through all of that stress just to wash it a few days after. So this is just a nice way to refresh it, add a bit of texture, add more shine and moisture without having to go through a whole wash day drama. You know how it is. If you've got curly hair, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you've got straight hair, this is another way that you can add a bit of texture to your hair. Simply wetting your hair with a water-based product and then applying a leave-in will get the exact same results. And as you can see, no frizz, plenty of shine. My friends loved it, I loved it. Really simple way to refresh your curls, and I really hope you found this useful and enjoyed it. As always, please rate, comment and subscribe. Mwah!